7:30 in the morning, and today is the day. Iron Flame Arise. I should have said it's Iron Flame Day. I regret that. Take two. It's Iron Flame Day! Okay, that was better. Anyway, my book should be actually both of them. I pre-ordered the limited edition Fourth Wing book when people didn't know what it was. So I'm waiting for that, and Iron Flame. I've been listening. Been listening to Fourth Wing on my audio book. And I have like less than 4 hours left on it. So I'm going to listen to it this morning and kind of tidy up, clean, hang out with Sebi, and wait for my book. So I'm going to see if I can finish my reread of Fourth Wing before Iron Flame gets here. And that way I can just dive right in and remember everything. So we'll see. I'm pretty freaking excited. I cannot wait to see Dane get his butt whooped. Because that little snitch. I'm just so excited. There are so many like exciting things at the end of Fourth Wing. Like Brennan, Horatia. Like I cannot freaking wait. I'm gonna make some coffee. Gonna listen to Fourth Wing. And we're gonna wait for Iron Flame to arrive. Okay, so I just finished my re-listen to Fourth Wing, and it's currently 10:30. So I don't know when my books are gonna get here. I have to go to work I have to leave here around 2:25-ish. So I might buy it on my Kindle and start reading Iron Flame now. I really wanted to be able to read those extra chapters in the limited edition Fourth Wing copy before I started Iron Flame, but I might just have to read them. I might have to just get started because I don't know when it's going to get here. My guess is it's going to get here right as I'm getting ready to leave. And that way I can have it on my Kindle and I can read a little bit at work tonight. So we'll see. Let's go. They're here. Look how beautiful. I love it. Also, there's my Fourth Wing edition up there with my other Fourth Wing. All right. Well, I'm on chapter 2. I've read chapter 1 on my Kindle. And now I'm going to keep reading until I have to leave in about an hour. And Seb is sleeping, so we're going to take advantage. So we need to talk about Iron Flame. I am already 40-something% of the way through. I have not chatted through with you guys. It is currently Friday, and I started the book Tuesday evening-ish. This book is like, oh, it's just so good. I wish I'd been recording some of my reactions, but they were just like so in the moment that I didn't, because like I don't always just record myself reading. Varish, do not like him. I want to know what his signet power is so bad. He reminds me of Lionel. Like he's giving me evil villain Lionel vibes from Zodiac Academy, and I don't know who I'm gonna hate more after this is all over. So much is happening. Her and Xaden's like, it's no longer forced proximity. It's almost like the opposite. Like they're forced apart, and I'm just like, get them together. Dude, I was squealing with delight when I was reading about I don't even know where they were. They were going to their maneuvers, and so Varish has been pissed off that Indarna hasn't been showing up because she's in her deep sleep right now. But dude, Tairn popped off on Varish and Solas, and when he was like tearing into Solas's neck, I was like, yes, Tairn, like you are the dragon of all dragons. You're a beast. I was like literally squealing. It was so exciting. I don't like their RSC training, so I read their first interrogation scene. Hated that. And I was so nervous okay, one, I've got some complicated feelings about Dane. But I was so nervous when Varys brought him in, and I was so glad that Dane, like in this instance, plays by the rules. So I don't know. I feel like Dane truly doesn't know how big of a jerk his dad is, and did not understand what really happened with the actions. I think Jesinia, I think she's gonna be good, because she's kind of catching on to what's happening. I think Violet just needs to tell Rhiannon like what's going on, because she's gonna be on her side. She's already noticing things are weird this year and like secretive. Oh my gosh, Jack Barlow. I was reading that last night with my coworker. We were reading kind of the same spot, and I was like, oh my gosh, holy crap. How the frick is Jack Barlow alive? And how did a mountain fall on top of him and he'd be brought back bone by bone by Nolan? I thought Nolan was going to be kind of working on Venin and getting an idea of how they work. That's what I thought was happening. No, he was bringing Jack back, which is insane. But I really want... Sawyer, Riddick, and Rhiannon cannot die this year. I will be so sad. I want them all to know, because I just feel like there could be such a tight-knit rebellion team going on right now. And I don't trust Mira. I know Violet does. She's the one I trust the least. Her and Dane, I just don't. Dane, I don't know. Dane's gonna have to get over his rules, because that's what's gonna like kill him. If he died, what if he dies? I've heard things like I haven't heard anything about this book, but I keep seeing people being like that ending. So obviously it's gonna be similar to last time, or something crazy happens. But I don't know. I'm on chapter 28 out of like 60 something. So I think it's like 62, 66. I don't know. So I'm gonna read Sebastian's sleeping. The house is clean. And finish my soup. But I just wanted to pop on here because I haven't, since getting this and reading it, because I just haven't had time, and I've been trying to read as much as I can. But that's where I'm at. Things are nuts. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that like shook me to my core. I don't think so though. I can't wait for Andarna to wake up from her deep sleep, because I just can't wait for angsty teen Andarna. She's gonna be hilarious. Okay, I'm making some coffee. It is the next morning. But I wanted to talk about what I had read, because some good stuff is happening. I think I'm over page 300 or something like that. Anyway, justice was served. Oh my gosh. So much crazy stuff happened. So they went to the archives, they got the journals, and then Violet was caught, and then the whole interrogation scene with Varys, I was really, really, really hoping that that was the final exam for RSC. She should be, well, actually it doesn't matter because they're gone. But, and then like when Dane came in, I was so freaking nervous about that. I thought for sure, like when he looked in her head, like, I don't know, I just was worried. But also I've kind of like thought maybe Dane like truly didn't know about his dad. Turns out he didn't. Well, I should say right now he didn't, unless he's playing everybody, which if there's a double betrayal by Dane, I'm gonna be so mad. But then Xaden came and declared his love for Violet and her mom. I don't think I said anything on here, but I had a feeling that Mama Sorrengail was a good guy, just by kind of everything that happened at the very beginning of this book. Sebby's also too. I thought she was gonna be a good guy. Turns out she is. And the betrayal I did not see coming, to an extent, was Nolan. That one made me sad. So, anywho, I just left off where they arrived in Aracia and brought literally like all the riders with her, which I think is not the best idea. Anyway, that's where we're at. And I'm gonna read as much as I can today. I'm over halfway. I'm probably like
55% of the way done. Oh, but the justice is served. I didn't even say that. Varys is dead. Dane stabbed him, but then Violet and Xaden pushed it through his heart together, and I was like, yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna finish my coffee and go read. Okay, I'm on chapter 50. Just got to chapter 50. The end of 49, Dane earns a little respect from me. He fully apologized to Violet and was just being very civil and like apologetic, and like we're getting his side of the story, and I appreciate that. And I really hope he stays good and does not like do a double betrayal, because I can't handle that. I'm getting really nervous. Chapter 50. I think I gotta look back at my friend's message and see which chapter is chaos and like a holy crap moment. I think it's 54. It's 53 or 54. So I'm gonna try to record my reaction while I'm reading. I'm gonna try to record my reaction while I'm reading that chapter. I swear, if Varys is alive, I'm gonna scream. It can't be Varys. Varys has to be dead. She killed him. But Solas is here and trying to kill him, and Viscia died. So I don't want, as much as I hate Kat, I don't want her to die. And I don't want Sloane to die. So they just can't. Nobody can die. Someone already has, so you can't handle it. What the is going on? How is Liam? Oh, wait. Okay, no, wait. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, thank gosh. Wow, Sloane's signet is draining power. I'm assuming. It seems like it. Xaden has a second signet? Which makes sense because his writer. Okay, okay. Fudge! Yeah. A direct descendant. If a dragon bonds... oh my gosh, because what's her butt just said that. Second signets only happen when a dragon bonds a writer in the direct familial line as its previous. It can strengthen a signet, but if a dragon bonds a family member, it can strengthen a signet, but a direct descendant will either produce a second signet or madness. I'm so nervous. I think he's an intrinsic. Oh my god. No. He that's like a cliffhanger. Like, he's not gonna answer the question of what his second signet is. Because now he has to raise those swords. Oh my gosh. Jeepers. Alright, I don't even want to read this. I want to know what Xaden's second signet is. I think he's an intrinsic. Sort of. Oh boy, this is gonna... I feel like this is gonna break their relationship really badly. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh, dude, what the heck? So I'm on I just got to chapter 60, and Jack Barlow, I think, is he Venom now? He just killed his dragon. He just killed Bade and took down the wards of Basgiath. So there's 64 chapters. I'm on chapter 60, and I'm gonna finish this book hopefully tonight. But what the heck? I am not okay. I have 2 chapters left. 65 and 66. Chapter 64 was rough. Really rough. Okay. Well, I'm gonna finish it. I'm sorry. Excuse me? Oh my gosh. What did I just read? I need a minute. Okay. First of all, Violet's mom dying in an act of sacrificing to protect her children gutted me. That was just too much for me to handle. Xaden becoming Venin? I'll be honest. I did not see that coming. Out of all the possible ways this could have gone, to be honest, I never saw Xaden turning Venin or anything of the sort. Jack Barlow. He needs to just be gone. He needs to die. He needs to be gone for good. And I need him and Xaden to not have any type of relationship or conversations. I don't know how I feel about this ending. I don't know how I feel. It's definitely left off on a cliffhanger, like a major cliffhanger. It honestly makes me think of Vampire Academy, because in that book, they're at this school fighting their guardians protecting vampires, and then there are these like zombie vampires, and you have to kill them kind of similarly, and one of the main guys gets turned into that, and they try to find a way to cure him, and that's kind of what this is reminding me of, which I loved that series, so it's fine. I'm gonna go to bed. We will reconvene in the morning, and we'll talk about what went down, because I need a brain break, and I need to text my buddies because I need to talk to people about this. Okay, I'm making coffee, and then we're going to talk about the ending of this book. But I wanted to share my new creamer that I got at Target. It's International Delight's my favorite creamer. This is the Grinch gingerbread cookie dough, and I just tasted the little like tab that you pull off, and it's freaking good. I'm excited to try this. I always mix a little bit with my milk when I steam it or when I make any kind of latte, because I don't typically use like syrups or anything. Sometimes I do, but usually I use creamer for my flavor. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, that's good. Don't touch those. Thank you. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, let's go talk about this book. Okay. So I've had time, sort of, to let the like ending of that digest in my body. I might have to go get my kid. Okay, I thought he was gonna want to hang out in the bedroom, but apparently not. He came out. So anyway, I feel like it took me a week to read it. So today is Thursday. I finished it yesterday, Wednesday, but I started it the previous Tuesday, the day it came out. And like I tried to read this one as fast as I could, but I was just busy, and especially during the ending, like I was getting interrupted so much. Like, whether it was by Nate, it was by Sebastian, it was just by having to do 1,000 other things. I don't know. So I got interrupted so much at the end of it. And so it kind of just, I don't know. I gave this one on Goodreads 5 stars. I gave it 4.5 on Storygraph. And I don't know why. I feel like because it took me so long and because I kept getting interrupted, it really distanced me from like being wrapped in it so much because I kept having to pull myself out, which really sucked. I think this set it up really well for at least another book, if not 2 or 3 like she has planned. I think I did talk about it last night with Vampire Academy. That's like, it just, now we know going forward, like, obviously Xaden is looking for a cure for himself. And I need to go back in the book because I'm really curious if Violet is going to turn Venin, because the sage who turned out to be the Maven, the general of Venin, he kept telling her that she was going to turn for some reason, and I can't remember what the reason was. He kept telling Xaden he was going to turn for love, which is what happened. And so now I'm like, okay, Violet is going to also turn Venin, but then maybe they can like find a cure for it or whatever. I'm really curious. I really loved this book. I loved the inclusion of the Griffin Riders, or the Flyers, I should say. I really liked that they were in the story. And Kat grew on me. I didn't like her right away, obviously, but I did like her. And one thing that I was disappointed in, not disappointed, but I just want more of him, is Eric, King Tari's son. I felt like we were thrown this, like, this is the king's son, and then he, like, wasn't in it, and I don't know, I feel like that's a really big piece, and then it just kind of, like, fluttered away, like, it didn't matter. I'm so curious about that. I need more of it. I'm really glad none of these students died. I mean, still having, like, Mama Sorengale die, that was really hard to read just because my own mom died recently, and that just made it harder. It was, I'm glad no cadets or no lieutenants or whatever died. And I'm so glad Sawyer is, I guess I don't know if he's alive or not. I'm assuming he is. He got his leg bitten off by a wyvern. That was rough to read. I did not like that. But Violet, during that whole sequence of getting off a Tarn, going over to Slisay, I have no idea how to say her name, the dragon, and helping Riddick, all of them, that was such a badass scene. Like, it was really, really cool. I don't know, I just feel like this was a really great world building book, and it's really set us up going forward. And Indarna being like the 7th breed of dragon, I'm really curious to know more about her. Like, she's obviously gonna be really, really, really cool. So I'm pretty pumped. I'm really excited for the next one. I don't know when it is supposed to come out. I'm assuming next year sometime. But I need to go back through my physical copy. So I was reading physical copy and on my Kindle and swapping back and forth. But I was highlighting in both versions that I was reading. So I need to finish underlining everything in my physical book. But I think I'm going to leave this vlog at that. It's been really long. And I'm not going to apologize for it, just because this is a really popular book and I wanted to get all my thoughts out and reactions and whatever. So, hope you enjoy. I'm going to be in a little book coma for a while. I got to go back to Percy Jackson now. So, yeah. What a wild, wild ride. I didn't have too much complaints about it. Violet and Xaden's fighting, bickering, arguing, whatever was kind of annoying, but
Other than that, oh, I'm just glad. Okay. I don't think I talked about it, but no, I did. Okay. We're in it here. I've talked enough. If you want to talk to me more about it, please feel free to, because I got more to say, but we gotta wrap this up. Thanks for tagging along. I hope you loved Iron Flame. If you haven't read it, what are you doing here? Go read it. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on it. I'm curious to know what other people are thinking. Football? Yeah. I've stayed away from spoilers as much as I could, so now I'm gonna go watch all the TikToks about it. So anyway, have a great week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.